and pain wakes me up. I'd reached that level that you're sleeping comfortably and then you just wake up to pain and you don't know what is this, what is happening. So it affected me because psychologically I kept imagining, okay, what is happening to me? At a certain point, actually, I thought maybe something is happening that is taking my life. Maybe I'm dying and I don't know that I'm dying. So it was a lot. I was going, actually mentally I was going through a lot because during these moments when I was feeling pain, I would actually cry at a certain point. It would be too much that I cry. And it's so unfortunate that my daughter, my firstborn, saw me through this. I think mentally it affected her a bit because she's doing well now.
And how old is she?
She's making 15 next month on 22nd of March. So in the process I'll tell her, bring me hot water and press myself so she would see me. Sometimes I would really feel pain that I can't control the tears in front of anyone. Whether it's happy, whether it's a child, I would feel pain, excruciating pain that I would see myself and I'm like, I can't control because me I'm strong. Actually the people at home call me a chuma. And they're like, by the time this girl says something is hurting her, it means the pain is
too much.
So my daughter would actually see me, and the time the dad told her that, oh, mommy is going to stop feeling the pain, I'm told she went screaming. I'm like, yes. So she was happy for me. But even after surgery, I think what disturbed me a bit was the doctor thought I had cancer. He was actually very worried. So after taking out the uterus, they took it for a cancer test. It took about 2 days for it to come out. So between the time I left hospital and the time I received those results, Jesus, I couldn't sleep well. I kept thinking, okay, now if I have cancer, I'm going to start the whole process again. Because I've lost friends to cancer. I know how it treats someone, especially once you discover like this psychologically, it can never be the same. So I kept wondering what is going to happen. Although I didn't break down because there's always one thing happening around me. It's because I am a baker by profession. I'm a baker by choice. I'm a social worker by profession. So I've done a bit of counseling. I have done a bit of counseling in a government hospital. So sometimes I self-talk to myself. I'm like, actually, you're going to be fine. But it doesn't mean that mentally I am okay. Because there are moments I would feel like, but how? Why me? Because when I chatted with the doctor in India, he actually added me temporarily to a WhatsApp group of people who live with the condition called adenomyosis. Temporarily, because he told me, I want you to know that you having this surgery doesn't mean it's the end of the world for you. I want you to meet these people. There were around 14 ladies from different parts of the world. And what caught my attention, one of the reasons I started thanking God is because I had a kid, I had children. There was a 19-year-old.
In the group?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 19-year-old who was in the group who had lost her uterus. So that is when I started, sometimes you start blaming God, you start wondering, God, why this? Maybe you see like what they say, a lame man wishes God had given him his legs so he could walk with 2 legs, possibly. Someone with, let's say, without hands will be saying, oh God, I wish you had given me hands. Someone with hands and legs can lose them at any time due to an accident, and then that person will live and say, God, oh, why me? But you do not live and say, thank you God for the years you gave me my hands and legs, I was able to use them. That is the thing that we forget about, especially when we are in pain. So when I interacted, because the doctor told them we have this lady, she has not yet had the surgery, but she's due to make that decision to have the surgery. So I want you people to talk to her and let her know what you went through, what let her get ready. So in that period of me chatting with those people, I talked to the 19-year-old. And she's like, but you're lucky. She's white. She's like, you're lucky. You actually have kids. I don't have kids, and I am 19 years old. It means that I'll never have children. Although, I thank God that my gyno, I think there is a time I talked to him recently, should have been like in November.
After the
after the surgery, because I kept feeling my boobs plump. Like every beginning of the month, I feel like my boobs are tender, they are heavy. That feeling of periods. So I would even feel like there is abnormal desire for, you know, like I'm ovulating. Let me use that word. Because I feel I have desire to have sex. And then it was totally different with what I'd read. Because what I'd read, said, like every other thing I'd read, women who have had this surgery, normally their sex, their libido goes down. Like totally, you don't even want to have sex. And then, of course, because you are the hormones are no longer the same, you don't lubricate the same. But with me it was different. So I kept asking him, but I feel plump. I feel my breasts are so plump and tender. Yes, and I feel like, I told him how I feel. I feel like I want to have sex. And he's like, but Frida, I left your ovaries. And I'm like, wow.
Oh, they did not.
Actually, that was the shocker for me, because me, I thought when he removed the uterus, he removed everything.
So what are your ovaries doing?
No, they have they are there. They have the,
oh, in case you want.
In case I want,
they can crack them out.
They can remove them, and then we use a surrogate.
Yeah.
Which I did actually know until he explained to me. He told me, no, I did not take her ovaries out.
And that's positive. Yeah.
I was like, this guy, I actually told him I want to gift him, but I am not yet sure about what particular gift to give him, because after surgery I gifted him, but I feel like that's not enough. Because for some other guy, possibly he would have removed everything, because he's like, oh, this lady has children. But I mean, he left my ovaries. It means I can actually have children at a certain point in case I wanted to.
So there is hope.
So there is hope.
Yeah. So that shows us that we should never lose hope.
Yeah.
In every situation. So now we have surrogacy. Yeah. We actually last year hosted here a lady from a surrogacy company. They have surrogate mothers. We have ladies who go there for we have women who carry for them children. So it's so good for you.
I feel
anytime you want to have a child, you can always reach out to them. And these things, at some point would be worried that they are not in Uganda. But you have these things in Uganda right now. Yeah. So that's good. So how is your mental health now? How are you now?
Except the menopause signs that I live with.
If someone came and asked you, Frida, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good because I think I reached a point and started appreciating God for everything He has done for me. Because at the age of 19, when I had my first child, everyone around me kept saying, oh, she's dropped out of school, this, she'll never go back. Because back then, they thought, once you get pregnant, already, that is the word. Once you get pregnant, already. Finished, Because I conceived when I was in senior 5, second term. So, blame it on happy. Blame it on happy. So, when I had my first child, I thought, okay, I'll go back to school. But because I wasn't so educated about family planning, etc. Okay, in hospital they take you through some of the things. But because you're breastfeeding, I was young and it was crazy. So before I knew it, I was pregnant again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not doing anything to these babies. Let them come.
Yeah.
So I went back to school in between. So I actually did. Hubby helped me, and we did homeschooling. I was doing healthy history, economics, literature, divinity. So we did homeschooling, and then I had an idea. I told him, why don't I go and register up country in my village, and then
do your exams.
yes, do my exams from the village. It will increase my chances. I don't know why I had the feeling that if I went there, I'd get scholarship. I'd get government scholarship. So I went. He allowed me. He gave me money. I went and registered. I bought uniforms. Coincidentally, when I was doing exams, I was again pregnant.
You see, God was blessing you in a way that they actually didn't
I
know.
didn't know it was a blessing.
Yeah. So it was a blessing that came that way.
That way.
Because at later stage,
Now
it
that
will be
is
hard for you.
That is the one of the consolations that I have right now.
Yeah, true.
I've learned to say thank you, God, because you made these things happen earlier in order to put me in a good place right now. Because after that I got government scholarship. I went to the university, I was studying, government was paying me. I mean,
That's good.
I am grateful to God.
Yeah.
So when I graduated, it was, it was a blessing. It is a blessing.
Yeah.
So it is always good to look at. Yes, bad things happen to us.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Very, very bad things can actually happen to you. But if you can hang on to the good things around you, you will actually have a reason to be grateful to God. Because me, I'm always telling myself, as long as there is that little thing that you can hang on to, that little thing that you can say, I am getting up because this is it.
Yeah.
I am getting up. Positivity, literally. You wake up and you're saying, God, thank you for my life. I know maybe I don't have the millions that I need, but I have life. I have woken up.
Yeah.
There are people who have passed. It is reason enough for you to be grateful to God.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sometimes I will not lie. Sometimes when I'm alone, I just tell myself, God, but how? Why me?
Yeah.
Huh?
You can never.
Why me?
Yeah.
Because this is something that I have to live with for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, I will keep remembering. I'm like, oh, this actually happened. But me, I keep this positive attitude. I keep telling myself, it is well. It is well. You will overcome these feelings. But most of the time, because I read a lot, I did literature at university.
Yeah.
So I involve myself in a lot of reading that I don't actually have the time to think about the fact that I don't have a uterus. I am occupied. I love pets. So I have 2 dogs, I have a cat. In most cases, maybe if you're starting to overthink, they come and they start playing around you, and for some reason you
have hobbies.
Yes, I have things that I do
they occupy you.
that occupy me. I just see myself and I'm like, God, thank you. Despite everything that has happened, I am still grateful. But it doesn't mean that I do not think about it. Because I think there is a night I felt so low. I don't know for what reason. Because when they remove your uterus, when you have a hysterectomy, it comes with mood swings.
Common.
Yes, hormonal. Yes. It comes with mood swings. So if you're this kind of person who is always angry, because you know me, I am always laughing, I'm always smiling. So that is the beauty about me. I have that energy, that positive energy. So it keeps me going. But there was a time I cried in the night. I was looking at myself and like, but why me? Why did it happen to me? But then after crying, I told myself, but you are alive. You should thank God you are alive.
Canceling yourself.
Canceling myself. I keep talking to myself. So after talking to myself, I just stopped crying. I told myself that I'm alive. It means I'm actually challenging God.
Yeah.
If I keep blaming Him, if I keep complaining, it means I'm challenging Him.
I have children.
I have children.
You are alive.
What am I crying for? Like, I keep talking to myself, but it doesn't mean that I totally forget about it, because I live with the the menopause signs right now. I get hot spells. It doesn't happen oftenly, but they come. And when they come so strong because I'm still a bit young.
And you're 33.
Yes, I'm 34 now. So I'm 34 now. So when they come with so much strength. Like you feel like at night, and then this spell comes, and your whole body is wet. You get up and you touch your neck, it's wet. You get up, you touch every part of, like, you just get sweat dripping. And you don't know how to control it. Of course, there are some supplements, but I feel like until I'm 35, for me, as me, I feel like until I'm 35, that's when I'm ready for supplements.
Yeah.
So what I do, I just keep taking a lot of juices. I take this different kind of juices because I have learned through nutrition that there are certain juices you can actually use to replace supplements.
Okay.
So I try taking those juices like once a week. I have those juices. Then I have my normal juices. I try water, which is very important, but I am not very good at taking it. But I've improved and I try. So it keeps giving me hope that, you know, giving this information out here right now, maybe I will save some woman out there.
So yeah, that will take us back to what advice. Thinking of that 19-year-old that you interacted with, the same condition. What advice would you give? Because we are looking at young children. There are also potential candidates to the condition. Then we have, of course, the adults, even those who have already given birth, like you had already. So, what advice would you give them?
I think it's very important for us, as long as you turn 18, I would advise you go for regular checkups. It's very, very important. And through my experience, I don't advise you to go to one hospital. If you can afford a private hospital, go to the old renowned gynecologists, those ones that are old in the business, those ones that have practiced experience, those ones that have practiced longer. Please, it's for your own health. Always have I would even say have 3 opinions. Never have one opinion. Because what affected me is I would just go to one hospital, they scan, I am okay, and I keep sitting. Until such a time that I actually went through those series of, and then someone advised me to go to Kawempe referral. So I would also advise that if you feel you are unwell, please let's not go to small, I would say, let's say maybe clinics or hospitals. Let's go to main referral hospitals, because most of them you get the mature practitioners. They may not you may not want the main hospital, but you actually get the contact of the people who have the experience. I don't disrepute that even in private hospitals, they are experienced people, because some of these people work in government hospitals and they come back and they have their private places where they practice. But it's very important for you to get someone who has the experience, because in my case, when I got to Kawempe referral is when actually I was diagnosed. Yet I was living with the condition for 3 years. You understand? So if you can afford the fertility centers, for example, please just treat yourself. This is one life. I keep telling people that we have one life to live. In that the day you pass, there will not be another you. So whether or not you have the money, I would advise women, whether or not you have the money, have a budget, an annual budget for yourself, where you go to a serious gynecologist to do a general body checkup. Adenomyosis is just one of those conditions that cause infertility. But there are so many other conditions that are serious. Yes. We may know this today, but when you are living with a condition and you actually don't know.
You have no idea.
I started explaining, I said, my own started as cramps. How many people in Uganda right now are living with cramps? Let's be honest.
Should be so many.
And how many?
Even in high school.
Even in high school. So how many?
If you go in the periods and you're in the hospital, admitted in the hospital, so.
How many
There should be
women
so many,
go through cramps and actually take time and say, "Kangende mudwali," feel less pain. But that is an early treatment. That it is an early effort in treatment.
If you're discovered when
if
it's
you discovered
too early.
When it's still early, because me, the doctor said, you are advanced. There's nothing we can do about it. But in case you were not, we would have used the hormonal IUD that releases certain hormones into your uterus, and then they would keep shrinking those things slowly, because we don't disrepute the fact that yes, there are herbs that people use to cleanse the uterus,
yes.
because as far as I know, there are people who are certified and they are doing this business. E.g. Christina Newmel, she's actually a certified person doing this. So there are things you can try to do that can help you live with the situation until you reach such a stage, because once you hit menopause, the pain goes completely. Completely. Once you hit menopause, you stop feeling that pain. You feel that pain because your uterus is still getting periods. Periods is the problem with that condition. So as long as you're still menstruating, you feel it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I hope we have learned a lot. I had personally, I've been, of course, I make research and all that, but I've not had, I've not received someone who has had experience of adenomyosis. I have not had. And finally, I got someone, and she's raising awareness outside there. Ladies, let's stop these things of, I am cursed, you start going to witch doctors, start going to these other things. You need to go for medical checkup. And yeah, I'll keep calling upon husbands, boyfriends
to be supportive.
To be supportive, families, support ladies when they're going through such situations. These are hard decisions that someone has to make for their lives. Part of their lives is taken away. Sometimes they're unable to conceive, but they cannot tell you, because I don't even know on African society how they would do it if someone loses their uterus, because a woman is a childbearing.
So one of the most.
Yes.
It's childbearing.
Yes, that's why actually they marry you. That's why they would book you and take you into marriage. So, ladies, let's keep going for these checkups and let us understand that infertility it is serious and it can be cured in one way or the other. For our guest today, her ovaries were left in. So she can still have children through different other options that are available. So thank you so much. I would like to thank you so much for the information that you've given us
today.
Pleasure
is all mine.
And I hope someone, even sometimes they tell us when you're planting seeds, you can plant many, one may catch, others may not. But
absolutely.
at least I think someone out there has gotten this today. Someone is going to listen to this information
and research
and understand. And someone who has been going through such pain may even go to seek medical assistance. And they will be helped. So thank you so much. And thank you so much, our viewers. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. And don't forget to comment and to react to our today's topic. Tell us more what you would like to understand about the condition, and we're going to have a medical doctor, a professional doctor, who will tell us about this same situation, so that you can understand more and know when to seek assistance. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.